Hello and welcome. We are back in the 10th world with Lorelei and with the cozy, comfy completionist. In the last episode, we did decide that we wanted to build in the mountains in a certain spot. We built us a garden wall there. So we could build more things. And we've got all the trophies so we made that Drake helmet we were searching for such a long time, and we finally also got that elusive Druggerly trophy, so we have everything in here now. And then we have to take all of those stones over. Stupidness, I need to eat first, please. Thank you. Because I forget to eat and I'm in trouble deep. Yeah, that is my food is. I don't have any other. Wait a bit, what is going on here? This is the lesser food and this is the better food. I need to resort that. That makes me giddy because everything is in here every which way and I don't know what is what. So that is the food we want to be eating. We need to cook when we come home. Okay, let's get over to Bergheim and take that stone there, because we will have to have that for building purposes. Let's see what the weather is like in the mountain today. Looking not too shabby. Let's place all of that here. We did plane out everything here, so we could start digging a hole. I might want to probably plane out that spot over here too. And put our bonfire in a different place. Let's see, how do we want to have this? Like, we will expand that garden wall a little more in the future, I think. For now, it's just for us to have a starting point. And we will have to dig cellar, basement here. And I'm gonna be starting off by digging down and see how deep I do want that. It does not need to be super, super, super deep. But I do want it deep enough so I don't hit my head on the ceiling. Let me lay down one ground blade there so we can see. Heavy building, that one. It needs to go with the grid. That is what I want. And then we want that ideally. Just want to plan out how deep I have to dig here. We want that ideally 3 meters high. And then the floor of the house will be on this level. So when we are down here, we don't hit our head on the ceiling. That is about what I want here. So let's get rid of the stones again. We will dig up more stones in the process anyways. I just wanted to find out how deep we have to go there. So that is what we ultimately want for depth. And that is a little too deep here. That is ideally what we want. Let me take that out too, so it's not in our way. Yeah. And I have to fill that one in again. That is how high we want that. Okay, and then we can start to dig that to that level. Squarish. Hopefully to have that basement going. I think that is going to be good. But it also is going to be quite some doing to get all of that. Still might be too deep over there, but well, we can probably even that out. Yeah, that is good. We want to go one block more in this direction and over here and over here. Okay. Like that way. That will be good. And we do want it like square. Square would be good. That was a little too much, probably. No? Ah, okay. We are on the outer edge here, but that is okay if we stay in that bound here. And probably half over here. Like that way. And we do want an even number here. 2 by 2 by 2 by something like that. Let me see if I can plane that out a little bit. I think that was the height we wanted in the end. And probably we need to go a little more in this direction. Something like that. It's going to be our basement. Ooh, now I fell outside. This is a little sketch on this side. We might want to have that garden wall a little different. Let me see if we can make that work. Because we do want that come out a little more here. So we don't open the door for them buggers. Something missing requirements. Oh well, that was to be expected. Digging holes and building walls. There. Oh, I'm outside of the range of the stone cutter. That is the problem here. We are back to trying to finagle the stuff in here. But I think got it. There. Okay, that looks like the beginnings of a basement to me. Now let's see if we got that right. 2, 2, 2, 2. We need to go a little bit more in this direction, I guess. Out of stones. Fine with that side. Everything here lines up. But that one here is a little... I need half here again. Huh. That is gonna be tricky. Okay. I think we did it. Okay, that should do the trick. We have to, oops, line that up. Looking not so bad. And then we're gonna be putting that on the outside here. And because we... Oh, I'm out of stone again. Because we were careful to have that be an even number, it should be lining up all around. And then we can go with another layer. Those. And then that should be lining up with the outside there, and where it does not, we can plane it down a little bit and call it a day. Or if other people want to say, and Bob's your uncle. Not dissatisfied with that. That went smooth. Well, we are back to the slog of we have to build a new house. And we will be building for quite a while, I guess. Now, I think we're gonna be doing it like there. So we can have a little overlap on the outside too. Cover up that gap. Don't fall into any strange gaps there. That one wasn't right. And have it all covered nicely, I think. We can always go back and do more landscaping and make the outside pretty. And that way we will have to not stretch ourselves super thin. Oh wait, let me try and do something about that, because that one is in a bad spot now. Come on, move. Eek. Go, get down there. Topple? Yes, thank you. That was what I wanted to achieve. So now we can do that. And then we will have to fill in the middle. I'd rather have the top snapping here. That's easier. More stones, please. Not like we don't have any. So I think the wood is in that one, and that one is now... Man, I'm having trouble with my cards here. Okay, now we have it. Yeah, we do need some wood because we do want a way to get down here. For now, we're gonna have to see how we do that in the end. Huh. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna change that. I'm not happy with that because we're gonna get half pieces and it will not line up properly with that. So that was not thoughtful of me. We should be doing that like so. Not like so. Stupid. Like. Okay. I'm being stupid here now. Then don't do that. I'm gonna try again. This needs to go like that. Like overlap on the outside, not on the inside. Because then we can have... That was wrong. Then we can have the stairs right on the edge here and not like somewhere in the middle. Do have too many stones. I can't pick up the stuff that is laying on the ground here. And I need to be careful that I don't jump through my portal here. Okay. So that is where we will have that. Everything else is nonsensical. Sorry. We are back to my dry throat. Like that. That is better. Because that way the gap is closed too, but we can have the stair going right along the wall and we don't have that strange gap behind the stairs. That is a little annoying, so we are back to doing and redoing. Hopefully only one time this time. I caught that error early enough to get it sorted before it is a big problem. Do want that gap closed there because, you know, falling down a gap is no fun. Okay, and then we are able to build staircase down right on the edge and reach the bottom without any trouble. Like so. That is much better than having that strange gap there. We might probably want some support underneath here. I'm thinking about this side probably. And then on this side. Because those things don't stay up in the air without any support. And we might want to even want to have a little how do you call it? A column in the middle, probably, if we can't make it work like that. But having a little more extra support is sure very helpful here. And not have everything hang in mid-air without support. And I do need to see how far can I... No, that one will... I will hit my head if I put another one there. So that would be that. And then we can come out with the house itself a little more. I think we have to go home and do the it is night, we need to sleep thing. And we will think about what to do with the house itself next day. But this is good now. We have a basement. This is looking good. And we have shelter here. Because we have a fire and we have a stone ceiling there. Okay. Let's get home and do sleeping. First 20 minutes gone just by placing some stone blocks on the ground. But we got all of that. So we can move that portal. Put it here. Okay. Our ivy is coming along pretty nicely. Growing up that wall. I think this is gonna be very pretty when it's all overgrown. I'm very, very pleased with that base. It turned out really nice. Okay, let's go repair. Our hammer is pretty low on health. We need to cook. Let's repair first so we don't forget. And then we do some cooking. We need more food for the coming endeavor. We want those and those. Do we have more of those? Yes, we do. And those, because we are low on everything here. Okay. So we want ice cream. And we want, not minced meat sauce, we want sausages. I don't need carrots or anything here. Because I do want onions, not carrots. Where is the onions? There, I want onions. And we want that for the sausage and entrails. And for meat. Okay, sausages. And wolf skewer. And I think ice cream, more ice cream. There. So we got that and that and that. Oh, looking good, looking good, looking good. That goes back in here and that and then that. And then the onions, pistils. I think those should go in here, not with food. Okay, now we go sleep. We're gonna have a short break because I need to drink. You know me. Gonna be right back. I'm back. Man, the stupidness. I went to get something to drink and left the game running instead of pausing it. Oh, well, we only wanted to sleep and nothing bad happened because I did not stand outside in the landscape to be killed by something. Okay. Now let's eat and let's go see how's the weather. Oh, I have one extra in my pocket. I don't need that. Because I don't want to build while there is a snowstorm. All those particles make it hard to see. Well, we are quite safe there. I think we can risk that. And see how the weather is. It is a clear day, which makes it easier on us, so we can go on do some more building here. I do like that. I think we will have to have temporary stairs here to get those cards up here, because I want them up and not down because I want to enlarge that here. This needs to go a little further up. And we are in trouble again with that here. Man. Those cards. Okay, let's try maneuver that a little to the corner and out of the way. Like that. Then we can probably manage to get some stairs in here. That we hopefully can get that card up on. Ultimately, I do want to expand the house more. But for now, we need to get that card up there. Not quite sure if that will work. Come on, get up. Come on. No. No, sir. Okay. Different then. If we put that one like that. And put one here. Let's try that. It's stuck because that one has a slight... Oh, man. There is a slight gap there. We have to have another one here. So we can maneuver that up here. But now, come on, get up, get up, get up, up, up. Come on. Man, this is tricky business. Take that away. Now look at that. Now I'm hanging in midair with that thing. There's always something going strange with me and building. Okay, let's try that again. How can I get that done? No, it's the right way around, the wrong way around. We are having not much fun here. Oh well, sure, I'm not in the right position. Oh man. Oh, I hate that. Come on, couple over. Man, this is driving me bonkers. Can I get it up here now? Why is that stupid card? No. Well, that was an endeavor. Okay, now we got it. And we have to take out all of those things here. Because this needs to be a floor. There. At least that is what I want to do. Like so. Maybe come out more with the garden wall here. So we can have that. Oh, let me see. But ideally the garden wall would go straight here. Hanging in midair, of course. How can I make that work? Need it underneath here. Like that. I can hear wolves, and that is disconcerting. And that one was not right. Okay. No. A little more out here, because we do want some more space on this side. Oh, terrible. Ah, something. Snapcar. Ah, and that one is not secure. We need that wire here. I do hope they have a pathing problem getting up here. Because I don't want wolves in my house. Something. Like that, probably. We have to put some stones underneath there. Where is that? Like there. Like so. And like so. Well, it's still not lining up, but it should prevent the wolves from coming up here. Okay, because I want that to come out more here. Something like that. And that will be the kitchen, probably. Something along those lines. So we can put some outer walls here, hopefully. Or do we, oops, do we want chimney here on this side? That could be good too. We had, or we have two, why not? We could also have two chimneys. We need to go a little more out here, probably too. This is a little small. Well, it's okay. We can get down there. And we have to decide where we want the main entrance. Missing requirements. Okay, out of stone. Also, I do think we might want to do something with core wood here too. I think the main entrance would be a good idea on this side, where this slope comes up. Like in this place here. So if this was our main entrance, something like that. Could build that out a little if we wanted to. And we could have some pillars here. This is 3, which is not cool. Ideally, I do not want 3, but 2 or 4. like that. And then same game on this side. Because what I'm thinking about is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then normal wall on this side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 pillar here. And then 4. And then continue a normal wall. And then have 4 out of stone. Okay. What I'm thinking is filling in those blocks where we have a space of 4 meters. Come up with log walls right here in the middle. That could look pretty nice. And then that could be a log wall. And then a normal wall, a log wall, a normal wall. Maybe we want to center that a little bit. Like have that. Oops. Like that. That's not the center. That would be better. Something like that, and only have 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Continue with the normal wall. And then have 2 here. Maybe window. Continue with the normal wall. Something. Not quite sure. And then. 4 would be that. We move that over 1 and that over 1, then we would have 4 in the middle. Something like that. Okay, this is gonna be log, and this is gonna be normal wall. Oops. Like that. And then fill in the gaps with the small ones. And then this is gonna be normal wall here. I don't have this. I don't have the slightest idea where I do want to put the chimney in the end. I'm just thinking about the pattern here right now. And then this is gonna be a wall. We do need some walls so we can have some hanging space and storage space out of stone. We might not want to make it all windows, but continuing that pattern, that could look pretty neat. Like that. And I'm not quite sure we do even have core wood at home. We will have to check unless we go. Okay. So, okay. I think this is gonna be the hearth. And I do have no qualms whatsoever to have that window there. if we want a window there, we could have a window there, but we want to ultimately build up a chimney with a window. What a nice idea. Never thought about that. And we want some stairs because I don't want to fall to my early demise. Where is that stairs? There. Okay. So I guess we have that chimney coming over something like that. This is gonna be the chimney. Now we have the snowstorm I did not want to have, but now we have it. Now, do we want that to continue until here? And have all of that going up and venting and have a big old place here for a hearth? Where is my hearth? Like here. And once we get to plains level, we can also put the oven in here. I think that is not the worst idea. Because we will have to have the oven somewhere. So if we continue that up and have all of that be one tall thing where the smoke can vent and put inner workings in there, I think that could be working. Okay, let's get some core wood then, because we do want core wood for the inset pieces. And I don't know if we have any, so we might go fetch core wood from the forest. How is it looking? Oh, we do have quite some here. Let's bring that over to the building site. And then we are on the low side anyways and need to go sleep again. Like, what is going on? 2 in-game days gone. Just stacking stones. What I think we want to do, let me get some regular wood, is we want to have one of those doors sitting like right on the edge. There. Now that's too far out. I want it right on the edge, like there. And then we can place the 2-meter core wood beams in here and then have them like recessed in there. And I think that does look really nice with that inset here. And we can do that here or here, wherever we want. Or we can leave that to be windows. Like, that's the thing I'm thinking about here. For now, we're gonna go home. Gonna sleep. Again. And that bad weather does carry over, huh? Do we have things to smelter yet? No, there is nothing to be smeltered. Yeah, well, 10 silver in here that we want to smelter. Is there some coal in some of those? No? Okay, let's do that real quick. 20. There. Okay. Let's get the hammer repaired. And then I think we might want to do another day of building to get at least a roof on top of that thing. And have like something inside there. Oh, I'm wet. And all the interior design and the furniture we can do later. Let's just get the roof up there and then do a little bit of exploring again. Because we do have a big old mountain to explore and we do have some frost caves to be exploring. Also, can we have level 4 wolf armor? I'm not sure. Might be able to do that. Them wolves are biting so hard. Right. 6 wolf pelts and 6 wolf pelt. We should have that, shouldn't we? Well, easy. And a silver. Do have not a lot of silver. Okay. We have to do some silver mining then. Upgrade the chest piece, the trousers, and the helmet. That does give us a little more protection. Reach 82. Well, that is a little better. Every little bit helps. We still have a lot left here. Okay, let's eat something. Let's see what the weather is like in the mountains. It should have stormed all night, so we might be just able to have good weather again for our building endeavor. And we might want to bring a little more wood. Because we have a whole roof to build on that thing. Okay, gonna do this one more day of building. And then we're gonna go and see about the silver mining. I have half a mind to make the small ones the wooden insets and leave the big ones as windows. That's what we are rolling with for now. A little hard to bottom center, bottom corner. That one, I want that one. Here and there. And then we snap those in right in the middle. And then we have that look nice. Will you snap? Thank you. Okay. That is this side, and then the same thing here. Snap bottom to like that. Can we get up there and get that door out? Yep. Okay. Don't need that anymore. And then that sits right in the middle, and that is nice. I like that. Do we want to do the same thing here too? Sure, why not? That one. It's only decorative purposes here on that one, but Why not? And we might want to put some blocks underneath here. Yeah, but for now, I think we're good with that. And then we want to have a second story on that, and I think we're gonna be going one layer more of stone and have it 4 meters. In the lower section, and then have like a Tudor style house a little bit. I'm not quite sure about that. Where do we want the way up? Probably we need wood. Probably on the other side. That would be like right in the middle of our windows then, and I do not like that. So over the corner. Okay, if we start one more here, then we can have the windows clear. Like that. And the windows will be cleared. And no ladder in front of a window. That would be what I want. Do not like to obstruct my windows by staircases. And can go over this way and have the first floor like 4 meters high. Would make it easier on the camera to pick up and not always wobbly all the time. That one can come out because we can put that one in. And then that is the chimney thing, whatever we call that. Need more stones. And this is not working because let's do it like that. Also, why wouldn't I just put in the second floor? Do I want it to overlap to the outside? That could be cool. Or it could not. I have to start that from here then. Like if we did it like that, we could have the upper floor overlapping the lower floor, no, overhanging the lower floor, like they did in medieval housing sometimes, where they would put, to gain more floor space in the upper floor, they would put that like that, out of wood, well. And then you had more floor space on the upper level. That would be probably not the worst. I think we're gonna roll with that. Okay, that one can come out because this is gonna be like that. And we need some of those in here. Or that one wouldn't hold up. Like that. I think. Okay, we need a way to get up there. We need more wood. Good thing I brought wood. because we want a way to get up there and do something about that chimney. Probably. Okay, we need one more floorboard there. And is that even? Okay, yeah, that will be a fun thing to be roofing over. We shall see how that goes. I don't have the slightest idea. But we're gonna be having a chimney going up more here. I do not know how to really connect that space. I think I might have to put in the whole second story floor first, so I can see where that ends and then take it from there. That, I think, will be the way to go here. So that one needs to come over like that. We can have that like that. And then let's try if we can finagle all of that in. So I can see where that will come to. I think we will have to have a hecton of wood. We do not have enough wood, I guess, to make all of that happen. And with that overlapping upper part of the house, we also do need to have a wooden upper floor part. Cannot be all stone then, because we do need the walls to sit out here, and if they were stone walls they cannot be built on the wooden flooring. But we got a completed upper floor here, complete with a staircase that does lead us upstairs. And then I think we will have to come in with those in here somehow. Like maybe on this level to finish up that chimney. And I wonder if that will... Oh, that's one too high. I wonder if that will work, because that might be collapsing on us here. Oh, missing requirement. And it's the same thing as always with me. I think, oh, let's build a little small house there. And I end up building a massive thing here. Let's see. Oh, it's holding up. Okay. So that is cool. And then we can finagle those smoke guards in here to prevent the fire from going out. So that would lead the smoke up here, and then if we went upstairs, we will have to put another layer of those in here. I think on this height would be good. And then I know how high to build that chimney thingy. Because we need to get to that level where we can cover up that. That would be the objective here. And I think we are just reaching the place where we can't go any higher anyways. So that's the way it will be. Oh, yeah, out of stone. And I think that might be using up every little stone we had to get that chimney done. Or at least nearly every. But now we got that covered, and it is not snowing or raining on our things here. Okay, let's do it like that then. Get that in there, and then yeah, it works. It works. We can do it all from here. Not risk our lives jumping around up there. That's gonna be working. It is in the red zone here up there, but you know what? It does not matter. It can be red all it wants to be, and if it be, we gonna be getting us some iron and reinforcing it. I think this is gonna be working. That's a big old chimney. But I think it's looking good. Let's test if it works. And we do have fire. Yeah. Not here in that corner, but everywhere else. I'm okay with that. So we got that. And that is the sad remains of the wood we had. Well, yeah, then we do need walls on the upper floor, I guess. And this should be not too complicated to be roofing over, but we might want to have some internal roof structure. And I think we want the roof to look that way. So we want some walls. And I think we do want us a window. Not quite sure where. Maybe have it 3 wide. Let's have the half walls in here for now. We will always close that up anyways. So that and that and that. No. That. So we have it even on both sides, and we have a closed up wall on this side. Like that. And we are going to be running out of wood real soon. Might even think about doing some wood, because we are out of wood here. There is no wood left, is there? Oh, there is. Okay. Oh, we might be doing some log walls here too, because why not? So what if we took out every other? That will not work. Okay. So we will have to have 2 on either end. And then... Not sure about that. 2 in the middle. And go with those. Just to break up all of that a little bit. And then the same probably here. Something along those lines. And then that needs to be a half wall. That will clip into the chimney somehow. We will have to figure that out. I don't know. Have to think about it a little bit more, I guess. But not today. Because it's again too late. We're gonna go home. We're gonna bring more wood. Put that down there because there is a little more stone in here. Wow, we did use up quite a lot. Okay. Well, it is working. The chimney is working like it should. And we do have at least a little bit of a house here. Yeah, we will have to do something about the garden wall. But yeah, for now, it's good. It's good. It's good. All is good. It's gonna be an endeavor, and we're gonna be building quite a lot more. But that's cozy comfy completionist for you. Gonna be building more. Okay. Like building one full day ruins the hammer real quick. There's just only a 4th life left for my hammer. That's okay too. What is with that fang spear? Can't we upgrade that fang spear? Ah, that's the wrong workbench. Fang spear. What would that take? We should be able to upgrade that. Oh, we are out of ancient wood. That is why we did not upgrade that fang spear. So, I think we will have to get some of that ancient wood. But for now, we're gonna go sleep and have another short break and hopefully not forget to not only pause the recording but also pause the game. I'm gonna be right back with you. Okay, this time I did not mess up. And we did not manage to roof that thing over. Meh. And it's already 1 hour in. Man. Okay. We do need ancient bark. We do need something. And we do need ancient bark to update our spear. So I guess we're gonna go fell some trees out there. Maybe a little ways away, not like right next to our doorstep. Not too close to that spawner, probably. Like that one. And we will send a message to everything in the swamp to come and visit us. But on the other hand, you know, we need to have a better gear. And we have that. And this is the dangerous business here. And then there is a draugr somewhere. I think I saw something. There is a blob, that's for sure. Hey, Mr. Blob, and there is the draugr I was talking about. And there is skellies too. No, it's 2 draugr. Okay. And one of them is starred. That too, man. We do not want to risk our lives here. Just to get some ancient bark, huh? Oh, let's see how we can do that. Might want to shoot. Okay. Well, they ran away. I don't know why. That Skelly comes. That is funny. Those stronger first came here, and then when I shot, they ran away. Okay. They are afraid of me now, huh? Are they? Because I did kill so many of them. Okay, we'll be back eventually. Let's get another one. Ow. At least with that iron axe, it doesn't take too long to fell those trees. How many? Oh man, there we go again. Me talking and having really dry throat. Can't even recall how much of that stuff was required for making that update. I saw some shooters. Ooh, there is an elite there. Oh, I did not manage to hit that one. A little bit out of whack here. You dead? And then you dead too. Okay. Now, there is entrails here. Okay. I want another tree, probably. I have 28. Let's fell that one here. And wanted to jump atop of that thing, but I'm not able. Okay, gonna do it the old-fashioned way then. There is no leeches in here, so we can get all of that. Okay, I think that should be good for now. Let's see if we can update our for a moment there I thought there was an A-bomb. Okay, let's see if we can update our gear here. That Fang Spear needs updating. Upgrade. Fang Spear. We need Fang, leather scraps, and silver. Silver. Fang, leather scraps. Upgrade. Okay, we've got a level 4 Fierce Fang. Fierce Fang. Fang Spear. And our Draugr Fang needs more silver. We are running super low on silver. And the Frostner too, okay. We need to do things about the silver situation, that's for sure. Leather scraps. Okay. Oh, and the goo. And the entrails. Okay, let's see about the weather in the mountain. Sorry, this is really bad. Oh, we still have fine weather. Could think up the solution to our roof. I want some of that. Because what we think we do, first of all, we have to tighten that one more here, like the 3 meter, so we can have proper windows. And then we want a roof, and we want a little bit of a roof overhang for sure. So that needs doing. Get that in here. I think the roof has to clip into the chimney, and that is not a big problem because we have that inner construction where we put in the smoke guides, and that will make it easier to have that working. Then we want to up that a little bit more here. To those go up. And also think about decorating those edges a little bit with upright beams. Would look nicer then. For now, we want that roof in. And for that endeavor, I want a ladder here. I don't want to fall. I want to stand up here without falling. Because what we need to do, we need to get that one in here. And then we need to, let me have a platform here so I can stand there and see what I'm doing. And then we want that half beam to come underneath. And then that one needs to get out like that. And then we will have the 26-degree roof tiles. And they need to sit on that ledge here, like on that one. Because what that does, look, now it is flush. That is what I want to achieve. I do have an overhang to the side, and we will take out that construction that helped us determine where this needs to go. But let's look from below, because this is nice. I like that. See that overhang there? That is just half a meter out, and still that stuff sits flush with the walls. That is what we try to do here. And for that we need that construction to get that angle right. So we have done it to this side, and we want to do that on that side. Because, oops, there's wood lying around here. Because we have to clip that into our chimney here. And the smoke guard going that way should enable us to not interfere with the smoke. That will be the plan. So we have to do it on this corner. And try to be careful not to drop to our demise here. Because this one here is way more dangerous. So we have to put that and snap that top here, and then come underneath to the bottom of that, and then come out like that, and snap that one Put the lower bottom to that. Like that. And then that can come over like that. And I will construct the roof from this side then. And then try to match up the things on the other side. And it will clip into the chimney, but that's okay. And now the weather is turning bad. We might just be able to get this done. I do like that kind of a roof construction. See, this will clip into the chimney, but only 1 meter. That should be within the space where the stone is anyway, so that would not interfere then with our smoke. And what we have to do here, we have to extend that one out because that one is not sitting right. It is like just those two too far. That one is not right. Needs to be here. Could use that for a storage nook thingy. Well, something is not quite right here. Wait. Let me see. I'm missing the lower one. Man, get your stuff together. That needs to go out, that, and that needs to go out too. And then we go up 3 meters, and then it lines up, and we can have a full wall here, and the half wall here. And we could put some boxes in here for storage, so like that. See, can line that up there. Okay, we need more wood. I hope that that will suffice to get that roof done, as I want it done. That one needs to come out, and that one too. And that one too. Okay, snap to that here. And if we are lucky, we can construct all of that roof without more roof support. If not, we will have to put up some gable construction there. I think I know how we could make that work, but I'm still hoping, because that side here is widely anchored to the stone, we could probably get away with it, but we will have to think up something clever for the very last bit up there, probably. Not sure. We will try and see if that lets us do it. Well, it's coming together. Some lucky girl I am. It is deeply red up there, but we have it done. We have a roof. That is quite fabulous. Now let's get the thing in here. We need those because we need to finish off all of that. And that needs to sit out there. And I'm not quite sure. Let's say, like here. And there. And there. And then there. It is like, oops, yeah, it is working. We are getting there. See, it is like flush with that. Cool. Happy with that. And we will have to get us quite... Oh, I'm out of wood. Okay, we will have to get quite a lot more wood. That is not enough to make all of that work. There is another piece of wood underneath here. There should be some lying around outside, because we took that out. Yeah, that's all of it there. That's that remainder, what we have here. But we've got a house with a gable and with a roof, and that is pretty cool. We will have to have more wood to make that work. But I think this is gonna be fabulous. We're gonna decorate that nicely and maybe put our bed here and have some storage for old gear in this nook here. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot. We could bring that inside now, so we don't have to run around in the bad weather all the time. And we can bring in that one and that one. We can go down here for now. Here. And that one can go under the stairs for all I care. We can also use that. And then we have a box out here that is empty. Can put that over here. For now, we will have iron boxes. We have so much iron. And then we can move those to be in the middle where they belong. So we can have a nice entryway. We will do more for that later. We will enlarge that a little bit, I think, and have like a nicer entryway here. And then go down there and build that garden wall somewhat like that here. So we have a little more space. But yeah, I do like it with those inset. We could maybe put such a one in here too. Would look nice. And maybe here. Can't think about that. We have a lot of space up here. That will last us for a while. We will have to get more wood. So we will have to visit our wood farm, I think. Let's put everything we have in our pockets and we don't need away. Yeah, we have everything in here. And there is nothing left in that cart here, is there? Some stone. Let me remove that card. Oh, I'm hacking at everything here. There, that does not need to be in our basement. Ooh, it's getting dark, we need to get home. Let's put that in here, and that in here, and then let's go home before we trigger a raid. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the outcome of this endeavor. The next day, I think we might want to go get some more silver to be smeltered, so we can make all of that happen. Because we do run low on silver for the mountain gear. Yeah, but I think we are at a good point here with that new base. Much better to have it done early, and then now we can decorate and do the other stuff in subsequent episodes while we live there. We can put in the bare backbones and then build all of the stuff that is nice and cozy. And then we will build another one for the plains. Okay, let's have another short break here at the 1.5 hour mark. I need to do something about my dry throat. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I think what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna eat good food, go through the pocket portal, and see about some silver mining. And if the weather should prove to be nasty, we will go to the wood farm and get more wood. And that will help us get all of the other stuff done. So, pocket portal, wait, pocket portal, pocket portal, pocket portal. Let's wait for a tick or two, because that one is out in the wild and I don't want to go there and be greeted by 2 wolves and be dead. Yeah, my mind is running wild right now with decoration ideas for that new base, and I'm so much of a builder that I do want to go on building, but silver has to be acquired. And wolf pelts. And then we might also want to mark where those eggs are. This is where we have the silver. And there is an egg over there. And there is a pesky... Wait, let's move that down so we can set that ablaze. Did that trigger another golem now? Oh yeah, it did. Man, we have fun here. Okay. I don't want that golem to come and play with my portal. So we've got to have that one come over here. Ooh. Ooh, good, I managed to do that. Whoa, that was risky business, man. Ooh. Ah, glad that one died before I died. Okay, so now let's try and shoot them buggers. There is... Do I have some stone and wood? I do. I want to have that egg secured and I want that bugger dead. Yep. Ow, that hurt. Let's be careful. There might be wolves. So I want to be a fire here to prevent them from respawning. And then I want a marker here, which means E for egg. So I don't have to search those eggs when I need them. Okay. Probably a lot of stuff spawned while we were busy building nice things, but yeah, that's what that game is for you. And I want an egg marker over there. And are we getting nasty weather now? What? Did we put a fire here? We did, but we do not have an egg marker. Okay, let's put an E marker here too. Now the decision what to do. Shall we go down that pit and dig up that silver? I think we have to. We do need that silver urgently. So I think we have to do some digging here. And dig under it and get down so we are safer from wolves. That's the objective here, but we will, yeah, we will. We have them buggers here again. Oh, it fried itself and it left us a trophy. Now that is convenient. I don't know where that one came from, but that fire sure did help. And with that fire in place up there, we can get resting here as long as we are under that silver vein, which helps greatly with digging that up. And then we will have a beautiful pit down here, to which we can pull any further golems if they should interfere when it's done. Not while we are mining, mind you, but in the end. So that should be helping a lot. And with us being in the pit and the wolves being upstairs, we might also be quite safe from those buggers, I hope. Because that is quite a nuisance if you have to stop doing things all the time. Because the wolves come and want to play. And there is a lot of rock interfering here, so we're gonna be starting a rock collection for our plains abode, I'm guessing. Because we will have to get rid of a lot of that stone here. So we can pop that silver vein. But as we have used up everything we gathered, we will have a lot more, because we will have to build in the plain. And of course I do want a wooden house, a stone house in the plains. So, a lot more digging to be done. And we have to do some digging here with that stone, with that rock in the way, so we get a sheer wall and the wolves can't come down. That too. Because those wolves are dangerous. Well, at least we got better weapons now, and with that silver we can upgrade our frostner too. And all the other stuff that needs upgrading. That will be fantastic. Might want to get my portal down here. This is looking not bad. Okay, now how do I get up there? This is not so steep here. Let's hope that nothing comes at us while we are trying to do that. Oops. Okay, that went well. Okay, let's get the bench and the box and the portal. It's a little tricky because I don't want it to interfere. No. It is a little close here. I want to do some more hacking here, I think. Just to make sure we can pop that. I watched Thread Menace the other day and he was quite close to the Wayne 2 with the walls and it did not pop and it was not fun for him, so we're gonna do preemptive digging here. And this is quite nice. Being able to get some shelter and rested because the fire. And then you can dig much faster. But a lot of that rock has to go, so this is gonna be a lot of stone. Yeah, we have to go at that from the top, I think. Tragic. Well, that went well. That went not so well. Let's try from here. That's better. I'm hitting the silver. I don't want to hit the silver. Okay, let's get all of them stones in here. Can't be very sure how much you have to take away here. So probably a little bit more won't hurt. Just to be sure. Ah, that went well. Ooh, this is risky business. Might drop on our head. We need to have that dug up here. Might still drop on our head. Okay. Really risky business. I think if we try to pop that from this side, it might work. The portal might be a little too close. Maybe, oops, our pickaxe broke. Let's take all of that and get it home. Okay, let's see, what have we here? The stones can go outside in that cart. That is gonna be quite some running. No, let's do it like that, and we can put the wood in the box. And that too. And then freeze glands. And trophy. Trophy. We have one to hang up. That is cool. And then some seeds. Now if I would know how late it is, we could go and get some more wood. Because I think it's too late to go to the mountains again. We might want that cart a little further by the portals. Let me do that. We could go to the wood farm and then try to get some more wood for our building process. And have that cart here is easier. That is Wiesenheim, I think. Let's see. We should have some forest to be cut down at Wiesenheim, and if we don't, we have to build one. Yeah, there, look, look, look. We have... They should be popping. Yeah, we have so much wood here. No shortage of wood whatsoever. Just have to cut it down. And probably not get it on our heads. That will help greatly with the building. Just pick up all of the stuff here. And we do need a lot of fine wood too, because we want to have iron chests. We do have a heck ton of iron to make iron chests. And that will save some space and wood, normal wood. Also, we do need more normal wood going forward, because we have to build another base, you know. Actually, we have to build 3 more bases in the end. And then I have been thinking about the Deep North. Developers are working on the Deep North, and we have a long time to go until we even reach the Ashlands with all of that building and collecting. So it might come to pass that we will stop right before we kill Father and then wait for the Deep North to occur and go on with the same character with all of that beautiful things we have built here, and go to the Deep North too and see what we can do there. But that is far off. I don't think we will get anything from Deep North before the year 2026. It is a lot of work to be implemented, so I don't think they will be able to make it all and conceptualize all and build it all and program it all, test it all and get it to us in 2025. It's already April, so yeah. So probably something like that will happen in the future, we will probably have to pause the series before the Elder fight and come back to it when Deep North drops. Ooh, we are getting things here. I'm pretty stoked that I did not forget to plant back trees. I don't have to go hunt around the world for things. Like it much better that way. And with that planted pretty close, we get nice domino effects here too, which I'm not ungrateful for. We don't want to cut everything down here. That is gonna be a little too much for now. But we will remove the stumps probably. Don't trigger any more domino effects, because the logs will not despawn, but the wooden pieces, the wood pieces will despawn if you leave them on the ground, so we make sure we don't have wood pieces lying on the ground. And then we're gonna be getting us some honey, because the bees don't want to live with us in the swamp. They don't like the swamp. So they are living here. And I think they will be continuing to live here for a long, long time. Maybe for the plains we will get them and put them in our plains house. Let me light that torches here. What, I'm out of resin. I did kill so many trees and gained only 1 resin here. We should have some resin in some box here, shouldn't we? No? No resin here? Okay. We have to come back with some resin and light the torches. But probably not in this episode, but in the next. We have 1 torch lit there. And we got a lot of wood, and we got some honey. So I think we are good to go building more. Let me try to... that is... Ooh. Look at that. Nice. We can jump over real quick to Valheim and drop off the wood, because that's where most of it is needed. We can deposit it in a cart here and only take a little home. And we also might want to go to the forest to get us some more wood, probably. Let's get all of that down here. Yeah, there the core wood supply is low. Also, the fine wood supply is not too great. All of the wood supplies are a little on the low side. So maybe that's what we're gonna do. We do have plenty of that though, at least, and we do have a lot of iron, which is cool, so we can afford to have the iron boxes in our new base too. So the honey needs to go in here. Oh, we do have a lot of honey. And what's with our potions, with our mead? We do have quite some meat too. We might want to think about using that a little more. Still keep forgetting to do that. And we want to go more fishing, I think, too, because fishing head, you know. Yeah. Well, let me turn all of those off because I want to see only the portals. We forgot to mark where the spawn portal is. The boat portal is here. Wilma's portal, iron portal. That is our home. There is one at the smoldering tomb. We have for sure one at Hildir's. And then we have one at Haldor's. Yeah. I think we will visit the Elder and do some wood cutting at the Elder's portal. And we have a forest portal too here. So that could be helpful. We have not seen a lot of the map though. We have been just running around the center. So the one or the other let's get sailing will be in order to find us some good places where we can start with thinking about plains and mistlands. We want to go somewhere here-ish probably. Did we finish that smoldering tomb? I think we did. Did we? Probably. It looks like it's crossed out. I don't know. Oh, I absolutely forgot if we did that. Yeah, it is nearly 2 hours. I think we're gonna be ending the episode here. And we're gonna go back to the mountain home building more in the next episode, getting that silver vein popped and get some more exploring done in the mountain, find the eggs, prepare the area where the mother altar is. We do want to get us a lot of rust caves and get us the Fenris armor. So that's a lot of work to do, we have to do in the mountains, and yeah, a lot to do in the next episodes. With that, I bid you a good night. I hope you come back to see more. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. If you like my content, please give me a thumbs up. Write to me in the comments what you like about the buildings or other thoughts of yours. And we're gonna be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!